Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Hey everybody, it's Hambone with another movie review, a little quick review here. But first, I want to thank all the Patreons out there for doing what they do for us to be able to keep the lights on and just try to have fun and do the things that we do. And very much appreciated. Every cent, every dollar helps. Thank you guys very much. But today we're here to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And I'm going to preface this whole reaction straight up right off the bat as, look, I don't want to yuck on your yum, man. If you're enjoying this stuff, if you still find the jokes during every serious moment, if you still find those type of things like enjoyable and you're still loving it and sucking it up, like, and just eating it and drinking the Kool-Aid, like, bro, keep doing it. I hope you have a fun blast time. And I'm not saying that not any point of this movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I'm not saying that at any point here that I didn't enjoy myself, because there were points and times in the movie that I did enjoy myself, and there was some, like, you know, funny, goofy stuff going on and everything that I was like, all right, I was behind a little bit here and there. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You know, Kevin Feige came out not long ago and he talked about, like, there's not going to be any superhero fatigue. I've been feeling it for a little while now, even before he came out and made that statement. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, I just don't know. It's just starting to get to me that every movie I go and see, like, I watched the newest Black Panther movie again before I went and watched this movie in the movie theaters, and it's like, man, some of the things, like the happen chance, everything happens at exactly the right time. People show up at exactly the right time. Bullets don't hit what they need to hit at exactly the right moments, or they do hit at exactly the right moments. Like, there's just things going on with these superhero films that are just over and over and repeated and repeated and repeated, like, just all over again. And it's like, I know so many things are going to come before it ever gets here, and it goes and it comes. And, like, I was excited about this, like, just because of the weirdness it could have. Like, look how beautiful that is. I tell you what, the CGI, the, like, world they built in this quantum world and everything was super great, and it looked beautiful. Like, that's one of the, like, big key, like, thumbs up for it. But, like, I mean, I was excited because we had people like this crazy character MODOK coming in first time in, like, live action. And, bro, like, I get it, like, he was kind of goofy even in the comic books, but it's like the first movie, the first introduction you give to us about a character that's, like, super weird but super cool that some people like and stuff. It's like, man, you just kind of really didn't do the dude justice. Like, he just flew around, did a couple of cool moves, and then looked like an idiot the whole time. It's like, okay, like, I mean, there's a reason why he's feared in, like, this in the comics. There's a reason why he's feared. Like, he's a pretty, you know, substantial bad guy, and, like, man, he just made him look like an idiot the whole time. Like, I get it. There's going to be some jokes and stuff like that made because, like, it's a big ass head floating around and all that stuff. But it's like, man, I don't know. I really didn't like that thing. The best thing about this movie, completely 100%, was Kang. Kang was a very good character. I actually liked him. He's one of the better, like, villains because of the fact, kind of like the Thanos thing, where basically where you don't know, like, is he doing the right thing? Like, he's saying there's something possibly out there more worse. Like, he needs to stop his other versions of himself from, like, messing up the timelines and everything else. So he kind of, like, almost in that thing, like, whoa, wait. Do we need to, like, know what's going on here? But Jonathan Majors did a very good, I thought, representation of the character. And he was pretty interesting and stuff like that. But, like, he's also one of those things. It's like, I knew what was going to happen. Like, he's not going to win, guys. Like, he's not going to win as a superhero movie, like, for God's sakes, because the superheroes never get anything wrong and everything happens perfect for them. And, like, that's the stuff that I'm just getting tired of. It's like, oh my God. Like, man, it's just one of those things. I watched Knock at the Cabin the night before I went and watched this. The reason why? Because I could have went and watched this movie Thursday night. But I went and watched Knock at the Cabin because it's a movie I've been wanting to watch. It's already been out a couple weeks. But I wanted to go see that because I really wanted to go see that story because I knew what was going to happen when I watched the MCU product. Like, I really wanted to go see this new kind of like story that's out there, maybe something refreshing or like in this case, thought-provoking or any of that stuff. And I enjoyed myself in the movie theater last night more than I did tonight watching Ant-Man and the Wasp. Because, like, although I did laugh a couple times and there was a couple things that looked really cool and beautiful and all this stuff, like in the quantum world that they built, like I said, that's probably the biggest great thing about this movie, period, is it's like, man, dude, do we have to joke every time there's something even semi-serious in the show? Like, or in movie, like, for real, like, I mean, I get it, like, to a certain point, like, you have to do that sometimes, but, like, not every time, do we? Not every time. It's like, I don't know. And this is kind of what I'm afraid of with like James Gunn taking over, like over at DC, because like he does the same thing with like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And I know it's been doing it the whole time. It's not James Gunn's fault, but my point being is like that these like just I got a joke every 5 minutes. Like, bro, there's something serious. Like your daughter's about to die. There's no joke that comes to your head. You don't think about that. Like, there was moments in this movie that could have hit me even harder because I'm a father and I do everything I can for my son and all this kind of stuff. But like a lot of times jokes like took me out because I wouldn't be thinking about a joke when my daughter is almost dead or almost died or any of this stuff. Like I just don't know. But like I said, sorry that I have to be a little negative. I'm not saying I hate this movie or anything. I give it like a 6, but it's starting to be MCU readily going to be those kind of numbers because every time I go and see another one of their movies, it's the same kind of things. Like, change it up, switch it up. I give Black Panther Wakanda Forever like a little bit of a reprieve on some of that stuff, because even though it had a lot of those things in the movie, they did take a chance. They took the queen out, right? You know, like I'm saying, like at least there was a big sacrifice there made in that movie and all this stuff, and it was like you know, paying homage to the character who played Black Panther in the movies beforehand. So, like, I give that one a little bit of a pass on it, but it still had some of those things. And this movie had a bunch of it, too. It's like, man, every time, everything happens at the right time, at the right place, at the right moment. Oh, my daughter almost died. Well, let's joke about, you know, let's say a joke or whatever. It's like, not all the time do you need to cut the tension. Sometimes you got to build that tension up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you guys enjoy that kind of thing, if you guys enjoy those type of tropes and you're still eating it up and stuff, like I said, just keep enjoying it. Don't let me be a letdown. I'm just letting out some of my frustrations with some of the MCU right now, to be honest with you. You know, maybe this movie deserves a better score than a 6. If it would have happened earlier on in the MCU when you didn't see this every like movie, or there hadn't been 20 something other films with the same kind of things happening in it, maybe this movie does get a better score. But like I said, I can't give it more than a 6 just because of that. Like, everything, I already know what's going to happen. Appreciate it, guys. Like, I wish you could just do something different. That's why I actually did like, and I get some people didn't like the newest Doctor Strange movie, but I actually liked it because they did things different. The Jason Voorhees Scarlet Witch walking through there just murking fools, like, right, like blowing people's heads off was like crazy to see in an MCU movie. So it shocked me. But movies are supposed to make you feel something, and I'm sorry, but like these movies in the MCU aren't making me feel anything because I've seen it too many times. It's like jumping on that roller coaster, and the first time is, oh God, this is like super amazing and fun. But the 15th time, you know, everything is going to happen. Like, it's not fun anymore. And that's starting to be the way that it's starting to get with the MCU. So hopefully they change course. Hopefully some of these movies, and not everyone has been crap like here recently. Like Spider-Man was super great, super fun movie and everything else. And there's ways to do it, right? I just don't know. This movie felt like it was just beating me over the head with everything I've ever seen in the MCU over and over and over again. And like I said, I hope you guys still enjoyed the movie. I hope you had fun. And don't let me be the Debbie Downer. And thank you guys for allowing me to be able to do this. Like I said earlier on, thank you to the Patreons and everything else. But until next time, peace.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. it sound right, boys.